Jalen, zero turnovers. James pointed out, I don't think you've had one in 2 games. All those minutes, all that attention paid to you. On the ball in your hands all the time. Do you have a sense of pride in that number?
Yeah. I think it means a lot to know that I'm not giving the ball to the other team. And at least we're trying to get a shot up at that possession or something. Obviously, yeah, I no turnovers is what I strive for. Obviously, sometimes when you're aggressive, you make aggressive mistakes I can live with. The past mistakes I can't live with. But yeah, just trying to hold the ball as much as I can and not give it to the other team.
What do you think about what Mikal was able to do tonight, especially in the second quarter, to keep you guys in the game?
Yeah, big time play from him, and I mean that's what he's capable of. That's what he does, and we need that from everybody. And it could be anyone on a given night. And tonight, Mikal he stepped up to the plate and he did that, and he's been doing that all year for us. And yeah, kudos to him for bringing in that second quarter because we needed it.
Mike was talking about before the game about trying to cut back Mikal, some of the minutes that he's pushed you guys through the cup. Is there basically you want to go as long as I'll let you go?
Yeah, I want to play, but if Mike wants to do something, then obviously we'll talk about it. But I have the utmost faith and confidence in him. But obviously, when I'm out there, I want to play.
I think you had 2 alley-oops to Mitch today. Is that something you've been looking for more recently?
Yeah, well, if the defense is going to continue to play up like that, then I know Mitch has the ability to get behind the defense, and obviously he's lethal at the rim. So just reading my options, surveying the field or the court, and I've been able to get it a couple times recently.
When you're trapping your, you guys, I think, are 10-2 since Josh came in the starting lineup. How does he impact that starting group in particular? He does great things on both sides of the ball, and I think his impact is can't really tell from the stat sheet, but per the eye test, everyone knows that he's a competitor. He brings a winning style of basketball to this team, and I mean we need him.
You guys are shooting a lot more transition threes this year than last year. Just how much of a difference is that in terms of how you actually go about shooting your threes and catching the rhythm that way than, I guess, regular catch and shooting, what you guys have done in the past?
Yeah, when we get stops, we got to run, and we got to fill the floor, fill our spots, and just try to make the right reads. And we're able to do that. We're able to sprint the floor and get shots, but it starts on defense, and once we get the stop, we're just trying to run.
I mean, more so like mechanics.
You said last question.
Well, I mean,
you said last question.
I guess technically you didn't answer the question.
But you said you asked one more question.
Well, I didn't get the answer that I needed.
That's not my fault.
I asked the question. Okay.
No, go ahead.
I mean, mechanically, shooting a transition three versus normal three, speeding up the form, how much different is that type of shot versus a regular possession three?
That's your question?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sped up shot. I'm assuming it's more difficult. So how do you lock in to be able to make those at a higher rate than you guys have had to this season?
You work on it in practice. You work on it in your off season, and you just continue to get reps, and you have faith in your work.
People have time, with the cup, of us playing more and obviously an extra game. But I think, teams got extra film on us, and, they've had time to rest up and get ready to play us. So, you could say that, or you could just say, people are just, getting more and more tape of us, and we got to be even better and execute at a higher level.
47 from Jalen. Does it? At this point, I'm sure it doesn't surprise you at all, but you think you're numb to his scoring?
Nah, he's a special player. I mean, I think we all know that, and it doesn't surprise you when he has nights like that.
Yeah.
I think you guys are 10-2 now since Josh Hart in the starting lineup. Just specifically with that group, that lineup, how has he impacted you guys?
I mean, I think he does a great job pushing the pace, and he presents a different obstacle for the opponents to have to deal with, and I think that he's done a great job of utilizing his game and his, what he does best, and maximizing our team's chance to win.
Is it a luxury that you have that you don't have to go out and score like that? That's the one.
I mean, of course, anytime you can win the game, it's a luxury. I mean, this is awesome to be able to win a game like this, and And I feel what's great about our team is that we've shown we can win so many different ways, And I think that's going to prove well for us when, we're in the playoffs and we're in those tough games in the regular season. And we don't know how we're going to win, but we know that if we go out there and execute whatever the script is, we'll find a way to make sure it works out for us at the end.
What did you think of Mikal tonight, especially in the second quarter?
I thought he was great. He got the transition threes to go, and that's really hard to stop. So good job by us pushing pace and getting it to him in a spot, and him running and being in the spot that gave him a chance to shoot that ball. And, he puts the work in, so we all expected him to make it.
The transition metrics for Mikal are like 96th percentile this season. Just what are you seeing that works for him in transition? Why is it so successful?
The system made for him is perfect. It's perfect for him. So he's just maximizing what he does best to help us win. And I think, transition was one of those things that I think all of us, including everyone in this locker room and the coaching staff, knew that if he could be special there, and it makes us an even better team and gives us a chance to win every night.
It seemed like the team wasn't sort of in sync early for Jalen and yourself. That first half just seemed like you guys kind of were able to carry the load and keep you guys going.
Yeah, I think just playing the right way and trying to make some shots. It was up early. We weren't really playing defense that first quarter, and just trying to make a play to come back.
Why does this system that gets out in transition up and down? Why does that work so well for you?
Me personally,
yeah.
Or just getting out. I think just be able to shoot off the catch or off the run and be able to put it down and try to play make. And I think just teammates too. I think my teammates playing the right way and finding everybody, and including myself. I think we've got a lot of good basketball players that would make the right read out in transition.
You're in like the 97th, 98th percentile in transition scoring, specifically with like transition threes. Just how much time do you put in with that during the offseason? Did you have to put more time in knowing that this was going to be the system in terms of just transition three-point shooting? Or
I think it was a little bit more. I think it was a little emphasis when I first met Coach and everybody. I remember a couple of my first workouts, there was a lot of transition threes, so I remember that. So you can say that, but I think I always like transition threes and trying to be aggressive with them.
People always say about you that you're in the best condition on this team. And have you ever ran marathons or like what do you do to stay in great condition like that?
I don't know. I think I just work out in the summer and try to work out through the whole summer and push myself, and then it's nothing like game shape besides playing the game. And I think just playing, like you just eventually just get more, what I'm about to say, get more in shape. So
Stamina.
Yeah, so I think just each game you just keep getting better. I know you get a little tired and stuff, but I think also build the stamina, like the legs, you know what I'm saying? Like the chest, I feel like I'm pretty good stamina, but sometimes the legs is where it takes some time a little bit, running up and down where the legs start to get a little fatigued more than say I'm my chest is, my lungs are tired or something. Like that. More would be like lower body or something.
Do you look at miles covered per game? Do you look at that?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
All right. I think you're number one, but I got to check.
I'd be running. All right.
Are you the fastest person on this team, you think?
Am I the fastest? Yeah, if you put me in a suicide, Deuce is pretty fast. But put me in a suicide, I feel like I'm. Yeah, Pac, Landry be up there. And Pac looked kind of fast too. He was talking a little smack. He was running. So.
What about Jalen?
Hell no. No.
Did you as a team or did you individually change anything going into the second quarter for you to have the quarter that you did?
Nah, I think just being aggressive. I think my teammates find me. I think that's the biggest thing. And, me telling myself, I think I want to get threes up so bad sometimes. And there's games where, if I don't get it in the first quarter or something, maybe I'll start forcing, or even early I might start forcing because, I don't know when I might get a three up. I think I just try to let the game come to me, just, all right, first quarter maybe not get a three up. Just let the game keep coming. Don't force a shot that you don't like. And just keep running, keep playing. I think just keep playing the right way. But my teammates, them just keep finding me, I want to get them shots if it wasn't for them.
How difficult is it in transition to be able to, I guess, have your rhythm on those stop and pop threes? Like how do you prevent yourself from, I guess, getting out of control when you're running full speed up the court and then you have to stop and shoot the ball?
I think it's just like timing, knowing when the guy's about to pass and kind of getting your feet right. But yeah, I think I've been doing it since college, kind of stuff we've been working on, and always been, big on running transition, knowing when to get the 1-2 down and, rhythm up. So.
Hey, Mikal, I think you guys are 10-2 now since Josh came in the starting lineup.
Yep.
What is it about specifically that lineup that he's impacting?
I think speed. I think just getting out, like transition that we've been talking about, having him at the 4 and the Cat at the 5. Besides having 2 bigs starting out there, might slow us up a little bit. Josh gets it, and he's probably one of the fastest with the ball, and he's going to the rim, or he's driving in the paint trying to find guys. So I think his ability to get in transition and push and create, opens up a lot.